what a weekend it was. What a weekend it was. The constant protests, I guess, are the big story over the weekend. And it doesn't seem to be stopping. Seems to be the only thing that Americans want to do these days is protest the right of Israel to exist. That's apparently controversial now. It's amazing to see this happen. We're seeing university after university after university step up and decide that the hill they're going to die on is the hill that supports Hamas. This is apparently a popular position in this country and an incredible moment that we're in right now. Let's go to SOT 1 if we could on our list. I'm not sure if these are available. We're having a little bit of a technical issue here, but here we go. This is we're having an Islamic prayer being held. I have this album. Just bought it on vinyl. Now, this is the quietest of the protests around the country. Most of them were not really like this. Outside of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, there was more protesting going on. This is cut 2. Now, you're missing the visuals here. You have so bizarre.
Family is gonna be wiped off the registry.
So this is someone dressed as a Israeli soldier, and there's a bunch of blindfolded, shirtless people who get hit by blue powder and collapse, which is making it a
I think this is the Israeli killing the white man, which is supposed to be the Palestinian, but they're white men, most of them.
Yeah.
Which I think just makes it even more confusing for anybody who is watching. I got to go back to the Islamic prayer. I don't know about you, but I miss it sometimes. Could you go back and play the Islamic prayer for me, please? If you happen to be watching The Blaze, I just want to describe the Islamic prayer here. Everybody's on a prayer rug there at Columbia University. It's a beautiful, beautiful scene. And Akbar? Yes. And this guy is very, very popular in the Upper East Side. So you have people, on a prayer rug. We had to go to the Supreme Court to get the coach to be able to pray, by himself on the field after a football game. But this is totally cool. And the nice thing is they're including women in the call to prayer, which is very popular in the Middle East. They love it when women get down and pray right alongside the men. It's wonderful. It's truly, truly wonderful. Now, let's go to cut 4. This is in Canada. This is in Vancouver.
Free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Right. Okay, can we stop there for just a second? Stu, could you just explain the geography of Israel? I know there's the sea on the west coast of Israel. What's on the east coast of Israel, or the easternmost, furthest east you could go?
That would be a river, Glenn. So
that would be.
What's interesting about this is that's how you know it's a aspirational call for unity from the river to the sea,
right?
That Palestine will just take over everything from Israel, and there'll be no Jews left. That's the call for unity. Right. It's aspirational.
Unity. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's an aspirational call for unity. That sounds very specific, that language, like that's what they're saying on college campuses.
And Rashida Tlaib, right out of her mouth.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So an aspirational call for unity. The only thing you could be unified on is get rid of all the Jews, because that means there's no Israel.
Yeah.
So no two-state solution.
Yeah, that was another slogan. No, we don't want no two-state. We want everything. That was the chant
Right.
that was coming down.
Well, but they make it clear they want everything, and we don't want no one state. So they've got double negative there, which means they want a two-state solution, and they say we want everything, and that must include a one-state and a two-state solution. So I think it's very, very clear. Now, could we go on and play what they were saying in Canada? It was cut 4.
We demand a free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Yeah.
And that we stand with the Palestinian resistance and their heroic and brave action on October 7th. And they said, long live October 7th. And we say today, long live October 7th.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You know, I love it when the Nazis are like, long live the Holocaust, you know? Hey, long live those really cool showers and oven system that we came up with. You know, that's a
clunky
great
slogan.
chant.
Yeah, it's a clunky
slogan, but a true slogan.
But the equivalent of what they're saying. The equivalent of what they're saying on these college campuses, the ones that everybody in the media seems to be supporting. Long live freaking October 7th. I mean, could you be any more... I don't know, Glenn, is this one still borderline? Is this one anti-Semitic, or are we not sure? Is this an aspirational call for unity? I can't quite tell.
Well, we know it's brave. It was October 7th was a very brave day. It was brave and heroic what they did, really.
Really?
Brave and heroic, yeah. Yeah, I mean, do you think it takes courage to go molest, slaughter, and then burn babies? Sure. Takes courage to do that. You might get caught and then seen for the monster that you really are. But in this case, no. They're celebrated. So it's brave and historic. Now, in California and Cal Poly, cut 5. Does this have audio with it? I can't.
We're seeing the video of this. There's apparently no sound to it. But yet again, graffiti inside the hallways here. Some words we maybe don't say on the radio. To recap,
are they grown-up words?
They're grown-up words. They're big boy, big girl words. And this has been just people ruining the facilities, and it's very messy, and there's graffiti everywhere inside the building. It's wonderful. This is another
it helps you remember
call.
Kill all the Jews. Yeah. Kill all the Jews. It helps you remember that. Now, beyond killing all the Jews, there's something new that they're all for. Cut 38, please. This is in Germany, of all places. The big Palestinian uprising in Germany this weekend. And what are they calling for?
Doesn't sound good. It never sounds good in German.
No, well, that's not in German. That's in Arabic. But, whenever you get somebody in Germany going, no matter what language it is, it's trouble. Don't worry. They were just calling for a caliphate. So they're not wanting to bring the Nazis back. They just want a caliphate.
Aspirational.
So, very inspirational. Now, can we go, if I could just get the drag queens and the caliphate people, if I could just get them together, a one-stop shop, I think we would be set. Here's cut 30.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to shout, Free Palestine. Can I hear that? Free Palestine!
Oh, the kids.
Shout, Free Palestine!
Oh.
You're a drag queen and you know it, and you really want to show it. You're a drag queen and you know it. Shout, Free Palestine!
Oh, see? This is the uniting message. We can get the kids involved, too, because we have a drag queen. And the drag queen, if you're a drag queen and you know it, shout Free Palestine. So it's one place we can get both of those things where we can all come together.
Yeah, that's an amazing clip. I think now this is just me speculating, Glenn, because I'm not a travel agent. I don't work for a tourism board. But I do wonder how that particular event would go down if held in Gaza. Would it be different? Because they are cheering on Palestine, so obviously there's some affinity there. But the Drag Queen Story Hour group reading to a bunch of, let's say, Gazan children, how would that work out in Gaza itself?
You know, it is funny that you should ask that, Stu. You know, you may not be a travel agent or work for some sort of
tourism
board of tourism, but you are a thinker.
Thank you.
You are a thinker, and that's really what counts. Here's the good news: the protesters are going to love it. They're gonna love it. What happened in Iraq just this weekend? They made it illegal to be on the spectrum, the sexual spectrum at all. You're either a man or a woman. Men have sex with women. Women have sex with men. Now, that's not all the time because, you know, there's a shortage of women over in the Middle East. Sometimes they got to get a little thing going on with the younger men. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, but we don't talk about that. I didn't say any of that. I don't know what you're even talking about. Say what? So they've outlawed now homosexuality, which is weird because Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, he said at one point, I think it was at Columbia University, when asked about them gays, he said, we don't have any gay people in Iran. And lo and behold, they're going to make that wish come true. So you got that going for you. Also, by the way, they just killed their third, where is this story? Their third TikToker. Well, she's dead. She's dead. She was a very popular influencer in Iran. And she's a woman. And she was shown dancing. But she wasn't just dancing. She was wearing jeans, and they were a little too tight. Now, me personally, I don't mind, you know, some sort of law against jeans that are too tight on some people. You know what I'm saying? You walk around Walmart once in a while, and you're like, "Whoo, those really don't work on you, honey." But I don't want to see you executed. But she was executed because they were a little too tight and too suggestive, and she was laying in a bed. Well, she was reading her son a goodnight story, but she was still in those jeans laying on a bed, so they had to execute her over the weekend. So the crackdown continues, and hey, all you people on campus with your Allah Akbar little rug prayer thing with the woman right next to you, you know how popular that's going to be. And all you drag queens, they love you. They love you. In fact, I am going to set up a personal fund. If you're a drag queen, if you're a gay activist, and you're out because you love it and you show it, clap your hands, I'm gonna go ahead and give you airfare from wherever you live here in the United States to the Gaza Strip, okay? And bring your pamphlets. Bring your pamphlets. Bring your best wigs and your spiky high heels because they are going to love you there. And when you stop writing us or calling us, we'll know exactly how much they love you over there. So maybe we could send that as a message to all of your friends over here. What the hell is wrong with you? Just a quick public service announcement from the Glenn Beck program.
Glenn, you were running through those wonderful stories from the Middle East, and you mentioned Iran and Ahmadinejad and a bunch of stories that happened in Iraq. And you kind of went back and forth, and I don't know if people followed that exactly because it was Iran who had said there was no gays years and years ago at Columbia.
Yes.
And both of the stories banning homosexuality and the TikToker being executed both happened in Iraq. And what I found fascinating about that is we should be able to tell the difference, right? Like we were supposedly helping out this country so that it did not end up like Iran. And now here we are.
It's only $1 trillion. It's only $1 trillion. You get what you pay for. You want to go in there half-assed like that? You get what you pay for. Now, $2 trillion. $2 trillion. That might have had somebody who just mildly hates gays. But no. We didn't do the job. And so what we did is we empowered the head of the snake. We made the snake even more powerful, which I love. The head of the snake over in the Middle East is Iran. And now you have Iranian Shias all over in Iraq. And so they're doing the thing that Shias love. And that is kill people that disagree with them. Wow, that's weird, because that's almost like the left here in America. Oh, I see what they have in common. They just like silencing people, throwing them in jail, or killing them if they disagree with them. Wow, too bad we can't get them to agree on the same kind of people. Or we should get the two of them together. Oh, because they'll like each other a lot. No. I think the left, when they get there, they'll be like, hi, everybody. We brought birthday cakes and candles, and we're going to decorate this mosque all up. And they'll love it in the Shiite world. Yeah.
These regimes that you're talking about over there, too, they're not the ones to fear. It's Donald Trump. Trump is the one to fear. Like, that's the guy. If you have to really be terrified about something coming down the road, it's definitely not the Islamic extremist regimes we're discussing. It's instead the tyranny of the real estate developer from Manhattan.
Yeah, he's a man of tyranny. It's clear. He hates them gays so much. He was the first president to, open a party openly and say, hey, I'm going to appoint gay people openly. I'm going to have the first gay person speak on the podium. I'm going to be the first president that actually runs and saying, I don't have a problem with gay people. You got to fear him. But the guy who wants to chop your pee-pee off and throw you off a building, that happens to be Allah Akbar coming across our border right now, don't fear him. There's nothing to fear there. Nothing to worry about.
Glenn.